I have to tell you guys a story. So my eye doctor's name is Dr. Chang, and my vision, you guys, is almost perfect. I really should I wear my glasses at night to drive. So I'm like on the verge of not even needing glasses, but I do wear them at night to drive. My eye doctor, Dr. Chang, lived across the street from another eye doctor named Dr. Chang. Ask me how many times I went into the wrong appointment. Exactly. So let's talk about your glasses situation right now. Are you overdue for replacement? You guys, I can tell you my boyfriend, I be watching him put in his contacts, put in his glasses and still squinting. And I'm like, girl, hello. Even in 2026, replacing glasses feels like a whole big deal. Most of us just live with it. You got to schedule an appointment. You got to pay a fortune. Then you got to wait. Sometimes you walk into the wrong doctor multiple times. Zenni Optical fixes all of that. Wow. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses starting at under $30. Can I tell you this? I have a curse, which is if I have very expensive glasses, I will break them. And if I have affordable glasses, they will be bulletproof and I will have them for life. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter over at Zenni's. At that price, something just changes. You're like, instead of being like, do I really need glasses? You're like, yeah, I'm just going to go get glasses. You're not agonizing over one pair that has to do everything for your face and every outfit for the next 2 years. Just get the ones that work. Get the funky ones. Get the ones that are weird and only match one outfit. For under $30, you don't have to justify it. I'll say for me, like, I don't know, I love to wear my little hats. And when you don't have hair, you're always looking for ways to like change your look or like feel different that day. If I don't want to wear a hat because I'm in love to just wear my bald head out, I love to switch out glasses. And also whenever I go to the cosmetics company, I want to feel smart. I wear my pink glasses. It makes me feel, I don't know, in charge of my life. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now is the time. Go to zenni.com/podcast and use code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni, ZENNI.com/podcast, promo code podcast15. Hello, faggoty people. We are here. Katya is still out. Everybody's been asking, like with Katya out and sick, everybody's been wanting updates. And the update is that I look really good right now. My skin has been really good. And anyway, our guest today is a musician, a songwriter, a funny person, so handsome, self-made, endlessly talented. You know him from writing pop music for all the artists you love, as well as writing basically every musical interlude, Rusical, anything music of quality that happens on Drag Race is attached to this person's faggoty little computer.
Freddie Scott, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we have Lucian Piani here. But no, seriously, Leland, you guys know him from, basically, I'm going to reenact what they know you from, which is every time a bunch of men with no eyebrows are seated on the main stage and they're like, I've never been in a recording studio before. They walk in, they find you in some kind of high-waisted something.
Right. Oh my, you're
with
so
some
right.
kind of statement jewelry.
Tight, can barely breathe, having to stand for 3 hours.
Variations on blonde hair.
Yes, yes. Well, because we never knew what we were going to get. That's the truth. Every time my friend came over to do it.
Well, you're back. RuPaul's dyeing your hair before the day of.
Literally.
Has one of those plastic caps
We're
on.
We're trying out wigs. We run out of wigs, so we just dye it again.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But we have Leland in the studio, everybody. I texted you, 2 hours ago? What are you doing today? You said I have a writing session at 2:30. I said, can you come down?
Yeah, I had no writing session. No, I do.
Who are you writing with?
This girl, Hayes Warner, and who is starring in a TV show called The Shards.
Oh,
which is coming out.
Yeah.
And,
Ryan Murphy program.
Yes, exactly. And John Shave, who is an iconic UK producer. Gay, not to out him, but he is married to a man with kids. And he has done everything from Kylie Minogue to
How
Brat.
Is he married to kids?
To a man with kids.
Oh, sorry.
Did I leave out some really important
He's married
words?
I thought he was like Polly. He was married to a man with kids.
Oh, God, my God. No. They have kids together in their wedlock. And he is
in their wedlock.
And
That's
he is
beautiful.
so talented. And so we're writing today.
Slay.
Yeah, it's really nice. But I'm so happy to be here.
So everybody knows you from Drag Race, and I wonder, obviously you have written for Troy. You've written for, didn't you write Rare by Selena Gomez?
Yes. Competing beauty company. It's okay.
Well, I'm wearing Rare foundation today.
Incredible.
So
well,
one of us, I don't think she's sitting home wearing Trixie Cosmetics, so I think one of us is pulling ahead.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
She's my autoimmune diva sister.
I can't say that. You can.
I can. That's
Yeah,
my culture.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
I one time was at something. No, that's not true.
Making something up.
No. I was wondering if I'd met her before. I don't think I have.
Mm.
What is she like?
So sweet. Yeah. So the story behind that song is my friend Madison Love and I, that was the first time we'd ever written together. And we wrote that song and we wrote it with Selena in mind. I love, I had a long chapter where I was like, I love writing with Selena in mind, whether it ends up with her or another artist. Justin Tranter and Julia Michaels had written Hands to Myself and that album.
Right.
And I was loving it. So I was like, I've got to be a part of this. They don't need me, but I've got to be a part of this. And so we wrote Rare.
You let
She
yourself into
ended
the
up-
studio.
Yeah, literally.
I'm a part of this now.
I am a part of this. And Justin was like, who are you? But yeah, so we went in, wrote this song. Selena turned it down initially. And then
That's
maybe
encouraging.
a year later, when another artist had taken the song, we heard that she did want the song after all. And so we were like, fuck, you never want to do that to another artist. The artist was one that we love, but then we were like, but the artist that we wrote the song in mind for wants it. And so then, you do the things of like, we're so sorry, here's other options of songs, or we can dedicate 2 weeks of writing songs with you, just for you, and all of that to try to smooth it over. And then, Selena ended up taking the song and putting it out. And then the beauty company came shortly after. And,
wow.
And I still don't know how to do makeup after all of that. So,
Well, my God, that is true. One time you and I were on tour. You were opening for Troy.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm going to talk about?
Stockholm.
Yes. Okay. You were opening for Troy, and I was playing the same rooms as Troy, but I was doing seated, and obviously you guys were doing like standing pop stadium vibes. And I came backstage because I played guitar for you when you were promoting
Middle of a Heartbreak.
Yes.
Love that I'm song. Still in it. I'm still in it.
Love that song. And this is my dead-on impersonation of the musical pieces in the beginning. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, bloop. Is it pretty close?
That's pretty
right?
much it.
That's what you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is it.
And I came backstage and I was like, oh, this is Leland's little. And you guys, it was a big tour, so it's like, you guys travel with Troy, so it's like there was like chef.
Right.
Troy's parents were there.
Delicious food.
Listening to him sing about his butthole every night.
Yeah. His mom films every single show.
Unlike her iPhone?
On her iPhone.
Love!
Every single show from start to finish. And then you know what is so sweet is she does watch them back. So it's not like they're just sitting there. She watches them back.
My mother would never do this. My mother would be like, get this shit off my phone. She'd be on her iPad, like, get this off here.
Every single one. Close. Yeah, it was incredible.
I really want Troy's mom to start recording the show with an iPad Pro.
Yes. Well, and Troy's dad loves a drone. So there's going to be a drone hovering on the left side of the stage. She's going to have her iPad Pro.
Fierce.
And I love it. It's so sweet.
Is there anything better than an old person taking pictures with an iPad?
Well, they were like my parents on tour. And so it was just so nice. And they are like an extension of family anyway. So they're just the best.
Well, they're also real family.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like an extension of family. That's Troy's parents.
Well, my family.
Oh, Leland's like, it's like they're related to him.
It's like they raised him.
I remember I came backstage and you had a MAC Studio Finish concealer. The top of it was punched out. And it looked like you applied it with a pickle every day or like a little cornichon.
The plastic cover was broken. And so half of it was missing. So there were just microplastics in the microplastics.
It was like an exposed, obviously like a 10-year-old concealer.
Yes.
I think there was a blush. Maybe an eye pencil, maybe brows.
I mean, that's why I say I get all my makeup at estate sales. All of it.
I want a 40-year-old dead person's concealer.
Yes. Expired.
Yeah. I have a question. You have written pretty much every Rusical that people know in.
I didn't do Madonna.
Okay.
I didn't do Cher. There are some incredible ones that I did not do. But yeah, my first one to ever touch was All Stars 2.
I have a procedural question.
Okay.
Do you get to pitch the idea of a Rusical, or do they come to you and say it's a pharmaceutical theme, or it's
careful?
Who picks the theme, or do you pitch them ideas?
It changes every single time. If I'm feeling inspired by something, whether it's The Sound of Rusic or Moulin Rouge or something like that, then I'll pitch it. But then sometimes Tom will be really inspired by something, or or when we did Fanny, the Hard Knock Ball, well, that thankfully timed really well with Cats the Jellicle Ball that's happening on Broadway right now. So it can come from a million different places. If Rue is loving something, if there's a movie Rue loves. There's very much like it's an open dialogue. Anyone can bring whatever's inspiring them. And then we sort of just know when we're chatting of like, okay, it's the year to do this one.
It's the Moulin Rouge year.
It's the Moulin Rouge year. And that was still the toughest one to do because I knew Rue's catalog inside and out, but taking each song, making it work thematically with other Rue songs, other Drag Race songs, changing the genre completely, but making it one complete song. We had the love medley, all these different things. That was wild. I felt like, I don't know, like just a crazy person snipping and like cutting and being like, okay, this melody can sing over this and this key. But when it came together, it was really special.
Brain rot.
Fully.
It's kind of like, how rotted is your brain, but still intact enough to make this polished?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
But don't you think it's almost like because you DJ as well, it's almost that DJ part of your brain where you're like,
it's exactly
do these line up?
And you can hear in your head, like DJing, you can hear in your head if these are going to work before you do it. But it's so nice. You just have to know this music inside and out to then be able to hear it differently.
That's
really what Drag Race is like we're genre flipping all the time.
All the time. I remember when we did you do Divas Live?
Yes.
Have you done all of them? Did you do
not all of them?
Did you do the football one? Because that was my favorite. The Super Bowl one was my fave.
Bring back my girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love that.
That was so fun.
And then do you guys still
we worked with Christina Bianca. Who did all the impressions.
My God.
And then Vonzell did the Beyonce vocal.
Vonzell Eats.
Mm-hmm.
I worked with her on, do you remember that show? Matt had that show. Matt Rogers had that show.
On Quibi.
Gay? It's not called Gay, but it was called like Game Show.
Game Show. I did the music for it.
You did.
But I thank God you remember. Yeah. Yes.
And Vonzell was there singing live.
Yes.
It was so cool. I was like, is that Vonzell? And they were like, oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Gabe and I did all the music for that and did the theme song and all the little snippets, and that was so fun. I think I was on tour when that show was filming because I wasn't on set, but Gabe was there.
Yeah. Oh my God. Speaking of, obviously we lost Gabe, like Gabe Lopez, who's your co-collaborator who worked on everything in the world, but a lot of drag projects, Queen of the Universe.
Yeah.
Have you gotten to go in and make something without him yet? Is it odd?
Yeah, this was the first time making things without him in 7 years or something. And so, with this, like with TV, like deadlines don't change. And so you're kind of forced to confront what's going to be an uncomfortable experience and just like, without getting too like spiritual or anything, just like bring him along. And so it's been really interesting. And everyone has been so lovely and obviously understanding and all of that. But if anything, he would just be like, "You keep it moving, and we have to." So yeah, it's been an interesting life chapter, navigating doing all these things for the first time without him.
Well, yeah, because you guys had worked together so much. I'm sure you were like on shorthand.
That's exactly right. The language was had been reduced to basically just noises,
grunts,
and facial expressions.
Yeah,
and so yeah, it's not really. It's weird when it's not your choice for things to change in such a big way. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a dream job. Everyone at World of Wonder is just the best, and we all just adored Gabe and so thankful for that chapter that we had with him because he was like, I love doing this. And it's not to compare, but he even more. Just like
built for it, put on this planet to do that.
Literally.
Fast.
Literally.
Do you remember we were doing Queen of the Universe? If you guys, when I did Queen of the Universe, Leland also basically produced all of those tracks with Gabe.
It was like 65 songs.
It was like a dozen an episode.
Yeah.
The speed at which you guys churn those out, so crazy.
Yeah.
When you're in that environment where like we just have to do like a dozen of these, you just look at the clock and go, all right, that's a cut next. Like,
and you think about the money. And you do
and you think about the money.
And you think about them. No.
And you know RuPaul's outside with a sniper, and if you don't finish that track, you will get killed.
Executive produced by RuPaul, Queen of the Universe.
That's a really, oh my God, good point.
Yeah.
That was such a crazy experience.
That was so fun.
I love that. We got to live in London in the summers together. And we have to keep it fair. So like I was a judge
Yeah.
and you're producing.
Yeah.
So we like wouldn't talk too much on non-elimination days because like la 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 la, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Exactly. And I'm like producing things up, working on arrangements, working on structures, helping with the duets of the original songs and all of that, and not trying to and keeping you in the dark as to like producer conversations that are happening. But it was so fun, and I remember just having to go and give these queens pep talks before they would go on because they were so nervous. And the prize was $250,000. That is
so much money.
That is so much money. That's so life changing, and you wanted everyone to do well, and so it was really heartbreaking. Like being on set on Drag Race sometimes is so heartbreaking. I leave before the elimination happens. I don't like to watch
the emotional labor.
Yes. Besides, even when I judged, I left.
Do you watch the lip sync or no?
Yeah.
Because on Drag Race, I don't know if people know this, everyone who works there piles in to watch the lip syncs.
Well, and that's when you
They still do
know, that's when you know like a Rusical or a girl group challenge or something feels special when the whole crew and everyone comes to watch. It's really fun.
It's crazy. It's like a culture of no matter what job you're at, unless you're a camera operator, it's like you can go watch the performance. You see like the PA eating a bag of chips watching the girls lip sync for their life. And you're like, when you're up there being eliminated, you're like trying to perform and you see like the guy that drove you to set that day, like just watching. Whatever, sure.
Right. So you can pretty much see the whole set.
Oh, yeah.
Because even though the lights and everything are super bright, but I guess, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And I do this thing that I don't think they like, which is stare directly at the cameras a lot. And they never use. Do you know how much time I spent on All Stars staring right at the camera and they just never used it? I thought I was on The Office. I was like,
well, because now we're doing shots on the stage and we're, all of that.
Yeah.
Where we want these moments. So
what do you think about last season being the for elderly people?
Oh my God. What do you mean?
I just worked with Darlene and she was 35.
Oh, got it.
And I know that's
so she's
about
on her
25 years older than they have on Drag Race usually.
Right, so she's retiring any second.
She didn't even know she was. I had to pick her up from the home.
To me, 35, and not just to me, 35 is so young. It's I don't really think about it.
Is that what you tell yourself?
I guess so. I guess so.
But you know what it is? It's because you're a producer and a DJ, and in a lot of ways, you don't really get to have your milk and cookies until you're even that old.
Right.
When you're
exactly
a DJ,
right.
the old DJs are like veterans who are respected.
Totally. And they're like 40s, because we can do songwriting and all that stuff forever. You don't really age out of that. So it is wild. Of course, drag is such a physical job as well. So that, I guess, is something that you can start to feel like you're old for, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah, thankfully I can just sit. That's all I have to do and like write a song, mutter some words.
One word, one third. I think
Literally.
you walked in and said the word rare and left.
Honestly, I mean, Madison cranked that song out. I didn't do much.
And you
No,
were
I
just
did.
there.
I did. Yeah. No, God, yeah. It's so fun writing sessions, because obviously you've done so many of them. They're so weird when like an idea comes out of thin air and then sticks and everyone's like, oh yeah, let's like, that's now permanent until we need to change it or rewrite it or something. It's such a strange thing to do when even something I love is when a lyric becomes a song title, becomes an album title, becomes a tour title, and then you see it on merch.
Becomes a makeup company.
That is the weirdest thing of like a word that didn't really have much significance to you that day or wasn't associated with anything, then becomes what someone is going to go promote for the next 3 years.
And she passed on it.
Right. Oh, right. Initially. Yeah.
Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by Hims. He done already had Himses. If something's been off in the bedroom, you're not the only one. A lot of guys wait way longer than they need to take action. You get in your head. And a lot of times this is related to getting in your head. So then you're getting in your head about getting in your head. It's a vicious cycle, okay? Getting real treatment is simple, and through Hims, it's totally online. At some point, you can stop blaming stress or sleep or getting older or being distracted or whatever. And if your performance in the bedroom is in question, it's probably crossed your mind to do something about it. And the good news is you do not have to jump through hoops to fix it. ED is way more common than you think. Millions of guys deal with it. And Hims connects you to licensed healthcare providers online, giving you simple access to legitimate ED treatment options from home. No awkward appointments, no pharmacy lines. just a simple online intake form to get discreet packaging delivered to your door. And that includes sildenafil, which is generic for Viagra, available through Hims at up to 95% less than the brand name version. It's straightforward, transparent, and designed to make getting care feel easy. To get simple online access to personalized, affordable care for ED, hair loss, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/bald. That's hims.com/bald for your free online visit. hims.com/bald. Prescription required. See website for details and important safety information. Sildenafil is the generic version of Viagra, and Viagra is a registered trademark of Viatris Specialty LLC. Hims is not affiliated with or endorsed by Viatris. Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by Green Chef, baby. I am the best chef in the world. Just the other day, I was in the mood for bok choy. What is bok choy? It's a Chinese cabbage. I've never made it before. And literally, you guys, I knew how to make it because after years of doing Green Chef, I'm just like not intimidated by food anymore. I'm not intimidated by how to cook. I'm empowered. If I'm hungry for something, I will just research how to make it. And I have those skills because Green Chef literally taught me how to cook. I learned knife skills. I learned how to make things I mean, this sounds dumb. I never knew how to make soup till I made broccoli cheddar soup with Green Chef. Blew my mind. So much easier than I thought it would be. I'll tell you this too. There's a lot of dieting out there, dieting goals. Like for me, I know that I cannot work in absolutes. My rheumatologist and I talk about like with food, I don't want to make my eating out of order, but I do want to try to have a goal, let's say. And with Green Chef, I like that I can focus on, I'm vegetarian, for example, but I'm not experimental. And so I like being a vegetarian at Green Chef because foods get demystified. I ate these harissa oven roasted carrots. I didn't know what harissa was, never heard the word before. But because I got to make it, it was so much less scary and I loved it. The meals come pre-portioned and ready in minutes, and if you want guidance beyond the plate, they include free, unlimited, one-on-one nutrition coaching that helps you stay on track. And like I said, you could specialize in Mediterranean, high protein. I'm prioritizing gut health right now because I'm learning that it's really just connected to everything else. Green Chef is the only certified clean meal kit tested with Clean Label Project and the most sustainable meal kit with 20% less food waste and 100% offset delivery emissions. I will tell you this. These meals are for two, and when I lived alone, it was perfect to cook on like a Monday and then have leftovers on a Tuesday. Or with my boyfriend, it's the perfect amount of food for two people. It's perfect. Head to greenchef.com/50bald and use code 50bald to get 50% off your first month, then 20% off for 2 months. That's code 50bald at greenchef.com/bald. I love songs about artists doing, I know you know some of them, like Kelly Clarkson Breakaway was Avril.
Right. Avril wrote it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
totally
right.
Sounds like an Avril song.
It does.
But now, of course, I think of it as a Kelly song. But I'm like, wow, it sounds like truly like Avril Let Go era Avril.
Which I loved. I like remember sitting in my car listening to that album and Breakaway so much. I have a picture of Troy and I from the Grammys last year with Kelly Clarkson that Troy and Kelly look amazing. I can never post it.
Why?
Because I tried a smoky eye that day.
Oh.
At the last second.
Oh, that's good.
As we were walking.
Did you do it yourself?
No, the sweet makeup artist didn't tell me no.
But you didn't like the makeup?
Well, we then got caught in the rain and stuck outside banging on the doors of the building trying to get into the Grammys because the storm was wild. It was actually, this was 2 years ago. Yeah, when I did the smoky eye. I learned my lesson and did not do that last year. But I have a really special picture of Troy, Drew Barrymore, and myself, a really special picture of Troy and Kelly Clarkson and myself, and I can't post them because I look insane.
Katya's pretty heavy-handed with FaceApp. You could let her kind of do something.
I'll send her everything.
She'll yesify you like
Please.
to death. Actually, she'll probably make
like
you old.
Michelle.
She'll
Michelle.
probably do this. Honestly, maybe don't send it to her.
I'll send it to Michelle Collins, our friend.
Oh, she'll handle it.
Yeah, she's got it.
She'll handle. I almost called her in today because she's in town right now.
Oh, that's right, her show.
We're trying to go hang out with her next week. She's obsessed with Survivor.
Right.
I think she's going to High Tops to watch Survivor.
Okay.
So I might just go down to see her.
Let's do that. My A&R at Sony Publishing, Thomas, who is gay, was on Survivor.
You're just outing people.
I'm outing people left and right. He was on Survivor last season.
We're doing what?
Competing.
Surviving.
He competed. And he was like a fan favorite. I mean, careful. I watched up until he got eliminated. Then I was done with it. But he was on it. How cool.
Can I tell you something? I go to High Top sometimes. Sometimes somebody invites me to Drag Race or something, I'll go.
Mm-hmm.
One time I went to a viewing party for Drag Race at High Tops. These faggots talk through the whole thing.
Right.
I'm straining to hear these I'm watching one episode a season. I'm averaging right now. So I don't know their names. I don't know who anyone is. I'm straining to try to hear who anyone is. It was last season, I think, the challenge where they were doing like rock music.
Okay.
Rock music, girl groups, rock music.
I love how you're saying rock music.
It was a rock music.
Rock music. I'm like back.
It was rock music.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, and I'm almost like, now I look crazy because people are like, is that Trixie standing close to the TV?
Right. They
I'm
need to
trying to
pass
hear.
out headsets.
Like a
with,
silent disco.
Yes, or like in your car when you're at a drive-in theater and you play it from your radio. They need that. But that's why when it's an episode that I've worked on, I'm watching at home with my surround sound, and I invite like 10 to 15 people, and we order whatever the fuck, and I watch it and I shush. Because I want people to hear we've worked so hard on this music.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't laugh, don't clap, don't speak.
Respond. Don't come.
Ball gags.
Don't come.
Don't,
literally.
and don't come.
Yeah.
You don't come till I say. Oh, it's
Yeah.
kind of like a group JO kind of thing when people come over to watch the musical.
I wish. I'm like, sure.
Like, that's what I'm doing.
Girls, guys, whoever, you know?
Whoever. I wonder when you're putting these together if there was one Rusical you were working on that you were like, we're in the zone, baby. This is the one. Like, what's the one? Who would be the three?
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Wig Loose has a lot of. Oh my God, I know you can't even say it's like it's what it is.
Immediate yes.
I know.
Wig Loose.
Wig Loose
for a drag
was,
queen though, kind of a nightmare concept.
Right.
A loose
of
wig.
course, I'm a flying. But because of what was going on in America at that time, when like in Tennessee they were banning drag, and because of it was really such a special, just like reflection of what's happening in culture at that time, and to have that cast and. I was the voice of Carl, played by Sasha Colby, which was very fun. And we had the songs that all came together. One of my favorite parts of doing these is, because I think we all know, they'll do the Rusical sometimes twice for different camera angles and all of that. Yeah. And in between takes, I'll go up to the judge's desk and chat with Rue and Michelle and whoever is there. And it's just really fun to chat and hear Rue's initial, because of course we've all worked on them, but then for Rue and the judges to see it come to life in that way, and one of the special parts is we've got all the songs, we've got 10 different songs or 10 different pieces and interludes and whatever, and then when you put it all in Logic or Pro Tools, whatever we're using, and piece it all together so it's one 10-minute piece, and you listen to the flow for the first time, that's when we're like, this is special, or this needs work, or we've got to cut, or we need to add things. That's when really the final pieces are like reveal themselves. It's like what we need to do.
Yeah, because you're writing it for drag queens, but you're also writing it for the main stage of Drag Race, for the Drag Race audience. So it's kind of like you have freedom, but also you kind of have parameters of like, these people who love the Rusicals, the people freak out for the Rusicals. The people are like, that's the viewing party they throw at their house is for the Rusicals.
Wild.
Do you sit home and be like, am I going to wake up tomorrow and have people be like, that didn't live up to Wig Loose or,
Not
whatever.
If that does every single time.
Oh, they get mad?
Yeah,
But you know what it is? People who love Drag Race
and they're
are
so
very critical of Drag
Race. I was
Race.
going to say, and they're so creative about it. Like, that's the thing. It's all good. I was thinking one time, when people just like lose their shit over a Rusical or something, I'm like, you do it. You do it.
Thank you.
You know what?
You do it.
You know what? By all means, you do it.
Go out to the garage, get your Casio.
You
plug it in.
Do it.
I can't wait to see what you come up with.
And I was like, that's my book title. You know what? You do it.
You do it.
Because if it's never going to be good enough, you do it.
I'm sorry. My Julie Andrews version of Call Me Mother didn't work your pussy.
Literally.
I'm sorry.
Literally. That's the sequel. That's the next book. I'm sorry.
My Julie Andrews Call Me Mother didn't work your pussy.
There we go.
I have a few that I loved. I did love Social Media, the musical. The Rusical.
Yes.
If you say the musical, does RuPaul just shoot you?
Yes, it's like going to SNL and calling it a skit when it's a sketch. It is a Rusical.
It's a Rusical. I know RuPaul, but you know RuPaul. What is it like to work with RuPaul so closely and like all that?
I think like it's just, I feel just like
You're
so-
afraid.
Yeah. I can't actually. Next.
Yeah.
No, it's the best. Like, Rue and I would, with Lucian, would like have lunch years ago when Drag Race was just on Logo, and I was there when so many like iconic songs were made, and so I really got such a special crash course in all things Drag Race. And I remember I watched Drag Race for the first time at Tyler Oakley's apartment for a Drag Race viewing party he was having.
Oh my God, that's right. You've known Tyler for you. Everyone knows you dated, right?
Yeah, very
not
briefly,
secret
and I feel like
information.
Tyler's like, stop calling it that. But Tyler's
on Tyler's on Twitch, high as hell. She don't care about you.
and
She
I'm
ain't
just
watching this.
and I'm just off Twitch, high
Yeah.
as hell.
Tyler's just sitting with massive pecs and a mustache playing Pokemon. She don't care what happens to us.
I love when I'm on TikTok and it comes across Tyler live, and he is in the most insane
Oh my
gremlin costume or something,
Finger painted on.
or a Pikachu or something. Yes, and I just
vibing.
adore him. But yeah, the first time I saw Drag Race was at his apartment, and my life was changed. The first Drag Race thing I ever worked on was Bitch Perfect, the acapella challenge.
Is that season 8?
They're coming through.
I remember
that was my
that.
voice. That low voice.
Bitch Perfect with the flashlights.
Yeah, if I dream, with the two groups competing.
Yes.
Yeah, so
with
that
like the
was-
nerdy girls and like the bad girls.
Yes, yeah.
That,
So that
Kim
was my
won.
first thing, ever to work on. And then we did the Rusical for All Stars 2, and then it always just changes. Some seasons it's the girl group and the Rusical. Sometimes it's just the girl group. I trade off because there's other like incredible writers that work on it.
Yeah.
And so we just like trade off, and whatever makes sense, whoever's right for it. It's kind of like you can feel.
This episode is sponsored by Wayfair. There was a season in my life when my patio stood as a grim annex to my inner ruin, a barren little province of neglect where beauty had long since abdicated. The chairs were sun-blanched and arthritic, relics of the prior owner's despair. The grill, corroded and funereal, loitered in the corner like an unrepentant memory. Even the concrete seemed to exhale a kind of existential fatigue. I would pass by the door, glance out upon that black tableau, and feel as though I were staring directly into the unadorned chamber of my own soul. And then, mercifully, came Wayfair. With Wayfair, I found pieces that did not merely furnish the space, but redeemed it. Suddenly, there were textures, tones, intentions, a handsome outdoor rug underfoot, graceful seating worthy of an actual human life, and lighting that cast the evening in a tender, almost forgiving glow. Wayfair made it wonderfully easy to narrow everything down by style and budget. And with over 20 million verified 5-star reviews, plus Wayfair verified, I felt guided by discernment rather than impulse. Now my patio is no longer a monument to spiritual collapse. It's a sanctuary. A little civilized Eden just beyond the sliding door. Be like me. Transform your spaces, both indoor and outdoor, with Wayfair. Get prepped for patio season for way less. Head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair. Every style, every home.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by Yahoo Mail Planner. It's me, Trixie. Okay, I know that I have a million things going on. I got a meeting. I got a video chat. I got a phoner. I got to get on a plane. I got to go, And lately, it's like we not only are focusing on the schedule, but now we are also focusing on a schedule that shows when things come out. So lately, we're trying to be more peripherally aware of like every single thing that we're making and when it's coming out, etc. Because we used to feel like the business and my day was just scattered across a million different places. And it was like the chain of command of trying to communicate, too many cooks and not enough cooks at the same time. I've been trying to get more organized lately, and I didn't realize how much I was juggling between apps until recently. And that's why we switched to Yahoo Mail Planner. It brings your tasks and events together in one place, so staying organized is easier and you don't miss things in the future. Everything's in one place. Your tasks, reminders, events into one simple view. So I've got my work stuff, my doctor's appointments, my social life, dinner with my boyfriend. Oh my gosh, this person's going to be in town from London. I better put that in the calendar so I remember to hang out with them. I'm making sure my personal life and my professional life are making room for one another. You can automatically organize things from your inbox. It pulls details from your emails like reservations, school events, bill reminders. Super easy. And it's built right into Yahoo Mail, so there's no extra steps, no extra apps. It's seamlessly working for you in Yahoo Mail. Learn more at Yahoo Mail now with Planner. It actually works. Stress less with Yahoo Mail Planner. This ad placement is paid for by Bath & Body Works. The luxury scents and real benefits will take care of your home's well-being so you can take care of yours. Dear Diary, it's me, Trixie. As you know, there are moments in a woman's life where she must choose grace. Recently in the podcast studio, I was faced with one such challenge, one that traveled to the very core of my being as well as my nostrils, whilst seated across from a certain beloved podcast co-host whose identity I shall protect. I fought through their odorous cloud and instead chose grace, even as the very atmosphere became my mortal foe. Every breath felt like a secret I was not meant to survive. And just when I thought the studio had fallen beyond redemption, Bath & Body Works shipped us several candles from the White Barn Neutrals collection, and lo and behold, I was saved. It's a home fragrance collection with heart, made to elevate your well-being with quality home fragrance that makes you realize what good actually feels like. Suddenly, the studio remembered its dignity. My spirit returned to my body. The room transformed from something tragic into something sacred. With exclusive fragrances like sweet orange and agave, mahogany coconut, moonlit goddess, and pistachio milk and honey, there is a scent for every design aesthetic and every emotional state. These are scents crafted with nature and science for exceptional performance, with consciously clean ingredients. They are thoughtfully chosen and tested, and formulas are developed to US and EU regulatory standards for safety. They are also responsibly made, never tested on animals, and the candles, soy wax blend candles that deliver up to 45 hours of room-filling fragrance. Dear Diary, I must go now. While the co-host remains unnamed, the candles remain lit. And for the first time in years, I can breathe again. Bath & Body Works candles not only smell amazing, but are crafted with premium lead-free wicks for a clean, safe burn. Shop the White Barn Neutrals collection now at bathandbodyworks.com. Katya and I, we rewatched season 7 a while ago. They really put their whole pussy into Glamazonian Airways.
God, I mean, that's just the blueprint, isn't
That
it?
track,
That
it kind of is the
just-
first
It really isn't.
Rusical
I think
kind-
so.
No, I guess the bitch ball was like a Rusical. Well,
Okay.
but like, I don't know what you would call that, like a lip sync. It was kind of like a lip syncer reference too, because
Mhm,
it's
it
an
was.
original track that's made to sound like it's clips from movies and
That's
stuff.
exactly right. And it was genius. It was so genius. All the screams and the hard edits and the editing, the pacing was perfect.
Perfect.
Absolutely perfect. And I think that was such a great example for me when putting future musicals together, was understanding the pacing, the comedy, finding the comedy in the instruments, like in not just in the lyrics, but in everything, in the space and all of that. Yeah, I mean, Glamazonian Airways is just genius.
Plus, I guess you're not involved in choreography, etc. So
I want to
you-
be.
You don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
You go
yeah.
watch them do the track, and I bet you're like, I mean, drag queens will find a way to make something
Mhm.
funny that wasn't even written to be funny.
Mhm.
We hope.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, no, I wish there was a GoPro in my studio when we're making these, because I am doing full out choreo. I mean, that's how we try things out. Is to like see if the song is working or to see if something's working. I'm like crawling on the floor doing some sort of choreo, and like Tom is watching me being like, okay, come back, you know. But I love it. And it is fun, especially with a girl group challenge, to see choreo-wise what they do that's going to surprise you or make you laugh or play with the lyric. Or also, what I love is when something has nothing to do with the lyric and it's just funny on its own. I think, like, I Hate People, the Willow song was such a good example of that, because I'll always chat with the queens for finale songs.
Oh yeah.
And get their find out what's inspiring them. We talk about references, the world they want to build. And Willow was like, just go for it. And so I did one of my high hikes, and I came back and I was like, I hate children. And then Willow was like, what about I Hate People? And I was like, fine. And it was amazing.
I still think I Hate Children would have really hit.
But that could be a remix. That could be for someone else,
Right.
You know. But I Hate People, I was like, yeah, you nailed it. That is absolutely right.
And it's relatable.
Absolutely relatable. And then Sarah Hudson, who I wrote DJ Play a Christmas Song with for Cher, and Sarah wrote Dark Horse and Levitating. Sarah is the voice of that song. So I've had my friends cycle through, my songwriter friends, and sing different songs. Now we're in an era where the queens are singing their own vocals, which is really fun too.
Well,
Uh-oh.
sometimes, right? You're asking me if I'd like to hear Voncelle or
You are setting yourself
Eureka.
up.
You know what I mean?
You're
Like,
setting yourself
I'm
up
gonna
right
choose
now.
Voncelle.
You are
Okay.
setting yourself up.
She really is one of those people who can sing anything.
God, I just love her so much and love her voice.
She was originally from American Idol, right?
Yeah, I think she had a stint on Idol.
I swear to God, her voice, once you recognize it, it's in everything.
And she's just so, yeah, you're right. You're
She's
absolutely
in
right.
everything.
And she's so lovely to work with. I would love to have another chapter, whatever it is, of like working with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you dating?
Wow. Aspiring to date.
Sure.
Yeah, aspiring to date. The last guy I went to dinner with is dating someone, so that doesn't count, I don't think. And then I was going to go to dinner with someone else, and then he invited a friend. So I'm aspiring to do like one-on-one dinners.
What
with
kind
people.
of date is that? I'm going to
It's
bring a
not.
friend.
I realize it's not. Yeah. So no. The answer is no. But I'm feeling for the first time in a long time that I'm ready to. I was gonna DM Chelsea Handler. Do you know that she's helping gays find love?
Oh.
She's like fully helping gays find love. And so Troy sent me her story where she's like, send me your information and then I'm gonna post, and she's been like matchmaking for people.
Successfully,
yeah.
I really love that because now that I'm off the market, I'm trying to pair up every single person I know. I think that everyone should be in love and they have no choice in the matter. So either you find someone or I will appoint someone, like a public defender
I
with like gay
think
sex.
an arranged marriage for me would be such a relief.
Yeah, because you're open.
Yeah.
You don't have a type.
No.
They just have to be what, 20?
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm just kidding. 21.
No, that's old. But no,
Right.
but no, just like funny, sweet, and like be able to hang out, and like have the freedom and flexibility to like hang out, So yeah.
Do the men recognize you online from Drag Race?
So, sometimes it's that weird. What is the Las Culturistas category? It's like not. I think it's like gay guy famous.
Yeah.
It's very, very limited. But sometimes. So, yeah.
They're like, I saw a picture of you, Kelly Clarkson, and Troy.
Like,
you look different.
How the hell did that picture get out?
Why do you think it's so fun to make fun of Troy?
Aw, you do love that.
Do you think he hates it?
I don't think he hates it. I
He
just
wants
think
me to
he's
pull
like,
back.
I think he's like, does Trixie like me?
I do like
I
him.
know, and he knows.
I do like him.
I know.
I think he's just so sweet and kind and talented and handsome that I just feel like, well, that's kind of fun,
I
right?
think it's. I love giving him shit and getting him worked up and all of that. Also because he never sees it coming.
He just
which is
believes
so
the good in the
sweet.
world,
Yeah.
and I like to play with that.
Yeah. No, I love it.
You know?
More, amp it up.
Okay, good.
And I know he loves it.
I need to get you back out there. What's the perfect date? I mean,
Right.
are you
yeah.
drinking?
I'll have a glass of wine.
Yeah,
I'll have
you
a
will.
cocktail.
Yeah, you will. What about one of the pit crew guys? You're at work all the time. Why don't you just swing by and be like, hey?
Aren't some of them straight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have
yeah.
girl clothes.
Incredible.
I've seen them.
Incredible. I do have many.
Do you have
many
a wig
wigs.
at your house?
Many.
Okay.
And a trunk full. They're usually in the trunk at all times.
And we've seen you with the smoky eye.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
like,
so I'm pretty much there.
You're pretty much there. Oh my God. We did last year. You and I were in Australia together.
Yes.
I don't know what it is about you and I. Never hang out in LA.
No. Only international. And then you crash my shows.
And then I show up at your shows.
Yes.
I tell you that I'm VIP now.
Yeah.
Like last
Everyone's scrambling.
Yeah, you DJ'd Mardi Gras and I literally invited myself and stood just backstage and watched.
It was a dream. It was the best because sometimes I'll book shows as like Leland and Friends, and I'm like, well, I don't know who's going to come or who's going to be my friend at this show. And so it honestly is always such a dream. I'm excited to see where we end up together next. Jail.
Jail.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jail.
I find your DJing refreshing because I feel like in DJ world, it's not cool to feel your oats. Like it's not cool to dance or feel your oats, and it's especially not cool to lip sync.
Right.
Like it's cool to look like you don't even like your own music, and then once in a while you do this. Like, I'm not kidding. They don't do
Jesus.
anything. And so when you DJ or we've DJed together, I feel kinship because if we're going to play the faggy music,
I'm
can
in
we
it.
dance and smile?
I'm so in it. To
You
me,
are in it. You're
it is like church. Like it feels so. I'm most times high, but I'm also just like high
You
and like
DJ
vibrating.
high
Absolutely.
on weed?
Yeah. Yeah.
That explains
You can. It's so. I know sometimes the tempo gets a little.
that the
slow.
music stops and you're like, you're still talking like the music's playing.
Yeah.
What? No, I can't believe you do that high. You know, I can't even really drink during those, or I get in my head that like if one alcohol touches my lips, I'm like, I'm drunk. I'm gonna mess up.
Wow.
You don't get a little high and be like, am I only the only one who hears the music or
To
something?
me, it makes me do like. One, it makes me not care as much in a really good way, where I like fuck around with my transitions
I
or
understand.
anything like that. It just sort of lets
You get
me like
bolder.
absolutely and less like nervous. I still do, of course, but I used to take it so serious when I wasn't good at it yet.
Yeah.
And I would have when I DJ'd Poof Doof in Sydney for Mardi Gras few years ago, I had my like printout of every transition to the second of when I was leaving one song, going to the next one, my time codes and all of that. I was like referencing. And so now
Geek Squad.
full Geek Squad, people were taking pictures. Like Hawkers, who booked me, was just like, could not believe it. But that is me very much, to like show up super, super prepared.
Try hard bitch.
Very much so. That's it. And now I will show up to a gig and not know what I'm going to play because I'm like, what do I want to listen to?
Yeah.
You know, what do I actually feel like listening to? But watching you, every time I'm standing next to you while you're DJing, I learn so much of what not to do. No, oh my God.
Which is,
No, I learned.
No,
So we did another back-to-back at that pool party in Australia too.
oh my God.
Remember
yes.
that? That was so fun. But
Ty
no, I
Sunderland.
do learn so much when I watch you DJ, because it's so fun to just also see the music that you love. And I mean, obviously we both know this, but a fun part of DJing is like, what remixes that, or taking pictures of the CDJs when
Yeah.
there's a remix that you love. And going back to back with someone, especially with you, is so fun.
I always have a really good time. You're very generous, and we just jump on each other's shows all the time.
Mhm.
You should back to back with two. Mateo plays all the time in LA. You should go jump
Yeah,
on one of his shows.
I would love
Have you done
to.
Hot Dog?
No, but that is the party that inspired me to start DJing.
You should do Hot Dog.
The music is the best. I would love to.
They have great music. Shout out to Mario and the whole Hot Dog team.
I'm
Nicest
not kidding.
go-go's.
Yes.
Best drinks, strong drinks.
Yes.
Great vendors.
Yeah, I
always
love
get
shopping
clothes.
there. Love shopping there. But honestly, the DJs are the best.
They are.
I have had so many special like days into nights at that party. And that is what I was like, okay, I need to learn how to DJ. And now it's also just like to bring the DJing skill set into the studio. Now I'm like telling with Troy or whoever, I'm like, oh, I can hear this in my set. And that sometimes is a really good indicator of when a song is like coming to life, or where it would live in the set, or like, fuck, I cannot wait to play this song, because you know it's going to have a specific feeling or block party vibe or late night 3 a.m. or whatever. But when you can hear a song in a set, that's when I get really excited now.
Are you an Ableton person?
Logic.
Logic person.
Yeah.
You love it?
Yeah, yeah. I mostly work with producers. I'm a co-producer, I would say, and I'll start song ideas.
But when someone else is like so much faster and better,
Exactly.
technically,
Yeah.
sometimes I feel embarrassed turning over my like first draft of a remix, because when I give it to a real producer who's like a technician,
Mhm.
I'm like, please don't call me back laughing at this. Like, I know this is
You just have to not care, because I'm the same way. My initial versions of Rusicals or girl group songs is I'm putting the songs together, and then I pass it off to help have me like, or have them co-produce it and bring it to life. I'm like, just relax. You can hear through it, obviously, all of that. So, but I love it. And then I can like cut a vocal. You know, sometimes if I'm in the studio, I can cut a vocal on Pro Tools, and I do enjoy comping a vocal.
There is something very calming. It's like assembling a puzzle
Totally.
where you lock it in and you're like, oh my God, 4 hours have gone by.
Yeah.
I'm like in the zone.
And then you play it back, and you're like,
You get horny.
you know who can cut a vocal and comp a vocal?
Who?
Is Ariana Grande. She comps her own vocals.
A lot of
and she
people,
click, click, click.
That's
click.
cool.
I love when she posts those videos of her comping vocals, because she's so good at it. And she's, you know, got the microphone right here, so she's stacking vocals and harmonies, and the workflow is on lock. That's what I love.
She also obviously her untouched vocals is a great start. Hey,
It's
it
a
helps
great
to
start.
actually sing like her.
Yes.
I love when I catch clips of her where she the comments will be like she tapped the microphone so people know it's on. Cause you can hear mouth sounds and like you can hear her handle real microphones. She really be singing.
Yeah.
She ain't worried.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course.
Oh. And it's the
I
softest.
feel like she popularized the hands through the
It's so
sweatshirt.
cozy. It's
Very
cozy singing.
Although I really like on TikTok and all that, I really hate to see like sometimes I'm like, we don't need to be cooking like this. The girls be doing like meal prep. Pull your fucking sleeve back.
Incredible.
You pig.
Incredible.
You hell pig.
I'm like, what's your algorithm?
Yeah.
You know?
You're sick.
Ariana is the best. And one of my favorite songs that I have ever been a part of is Dance to This, which is a duet with her and Troy.
Yeah.
And we wrote that song. And then when you're in a session, you'll be like, oh, I could hear this as someone says it. I can hear this as a duet. And then you start to like, I could hear Ariana on this, or I could hear, whoever. But this was one of those rare cases where we were like, this could be a duet.
Yeah.
This could be Ariana. And Ariana was also recording at the same studio that week. And it was maybe 24 to 48 hours later that from the song being written, her vocal was on it. And you can also hear, I know you do this too, like you can hear a vocal on it in your head, just the way that you can with transitions with songs. You can be like, wow, she would sound so good on this. Like,
and they almost become like your model.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're lucky, sometimes you show it to them and they actually want it.
And then
you're like, what?
When she brought it to life with the ad-libs and hearing it in the high octave and all of that, and it was great, especially the verse. When she sings the verse, I think the first lyric is like, dear beloved, bring those 501s a bit closer. And to hear what I thought it was going to sound like versus what it sounds like, which was just insane, but that it's a weird moment.
Well, a lot of these artists you've worked, not that they weren't big before, but some of these artists you've worked with have gotten so big since, because you were working with Charles XCX before like Brat Summer Charles.
Yeah.
Because I was used to play your track. 1999 is you, right?
Yeah.
I used to play that all the time, and that was maybe my first Charlie track that I like really loved.
It's Charles, but yeah.
Technically, Charles.
Yeah.
Technically a Troy track? I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, I mean, that song existed to a certain extent, and then Charlie sent the song to Troy and asked if he wanted to do it, and then we wrote a verse and to a song that already was just incredible. But yeah, I mean, and she knows this, but like I've been such a massive fan of Charlie for so long that that maybe this was 7, 8 years ago now, when one morning we had met maybe not that long before, and then I got a text from her asking if she wanted to write that day. And I was like, she was like, are you free to write? And I was, but I was like, oh, of course. Yes. And I was so excited. So to me, like Charlie has always been as big as she is now. Like to me, I've just been especially her influence in my writing. And so to spend time in the studio with her is the best. And to like, I went on the Sweat tour with her and Troy and just to like hang. And she also is just the sweetest and so cool and so creative. And what I really appreciated was that she is truly one of like the most gifted songwriters. But to want me there and to acknowledge and listen to my ideas and take them serious is all you can really ever ask for. And so it's cool that like she brings what she's so good at, but then also is open to other people's ideas. It's the same with Troy.
I guess probably you work with so many artists. I bet everyone's a little different, but it sounds like what you're saying is there's a sweet spot where they're offering a lot.
Yeah.
But accepting of a lot too.
Otherwise, why would you be there? Which is so cool to remind yourself of like, oh yeah, I am here for a reason, to contribute, to give ideas, not to see how many of my ideas stay in the song, but just to like offer thoughts and ideas and be a sounding board. And even if they just need help finishing lyrics to something, like I love starting from scratch with artists, but I also love if an artist sends me a song and they're like, can you just finish this? Or do you hear anything? Or what would you change? And I'm like, no, it's great. Or yeah, I hear a few things. I love being brought in the last like 20% too. That's also really fun.
Did you always know you were going to do this?
Kind of. I like didn't really have an option. I really
Your parents forced you to
right.
write faggoty pop music.
Well, my parents
gunpoint.
are big songwriters, and their parents are big songwriters.
Nepo.
Yes, yeah, imagine. Not
Huge
at all.
nepo.
Not at all.
Are they musical at all? Or were you just
Not
come out
really.
playing piano and they were like, that's fun?
Yeah, not really. I had these managers come over one time when I was in high school, and I sang at the mall. I opened for Jesse McCartney. I won a radio contest.
Yes. Have you seen him on TikTok pretending to be
He's very busy on
Judge
TikTok.
Judy?
He's killing it. He's absolutely killing
He
it.
lip syncs to Judge Judy
He's
on
back.
a level that I'm like, is this an original audio?
He's in the cast next season of Drag Race.
Fierce.
You know. My God. I don't even like saying that.
He was just on Hacks.
Oh, really? Okay, I haven't finished.
Yeah, I think Deborah gets him for like a birthday party.
Oh,
And he
my
comes and
God.
sings happy birthday.
I opened, yeah, my God. I mean, I don't even want to use the word opened. I played a few songs on my keyboard at the mall before he came and performed.
Don't say it like
And
that.
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And
I got my Casio from the garage.
Yeah, and this was 2022. No, this was like
You
I
were
don't
like in
even
high
know.
school?
I was in high school,
That is crazy.
and
did you get to meet Jesse?
I did meet him briefly.
That must have been so thrilling.
Yeah, just like coming close to just someone that was like doing it, which was so cool. But then yeah, just to be like, and then many years later, he wrote "Bleeding Love," the Leona Lewis song
He wrote Bleeding Love.
with Ryan Tedder.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so he
that song really
killed
is
it.
amazing.
Absolutely killed it.
And that whore can really sing. Leona.
And you know her, we know her
From Queen of the Universe.
Yes.
You know what though?
Yes.
She's also in the British Mafia because I went to one of Vanderpump's restaurant openings and she was there.
Right.
So I think there's like an LA British Mafia.
And she has had a coffee shop, I think, in Studio City or somewhere around there.
She's a mom now.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes.
That's how we got Mel B in season 2, I think. Because I think Miss Leona was truly pregnant
Yeah.
when we started filming that. She was
Yeah.
like 9 months and a day
Yeah.
pregnant.
I just love her.
Love her. What a
so
beauty.
sweet. Yeah.
Oh my God, babes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very that.
Mm-hmm.
British people, what are they doing? What's up with that?
The big question, finally.
I haven't been to the UK in a while, and I have been like really horny for the breakfast offerings lately.
That's why you have to go to Soho House, because sometimes the ones in the US will still do the English breakfast. I love an English breakfast.
I know. I usually stay at where do you stay in the UK? In London? I usually stay at the Marylebone.
What the
And they have a
Marley.
really cunty breakfast that I'd be doing.
Yum. Wow. I'm trying to think of what I definitely stayed at like a Soho House there or something, but the Standard. When we finished, remember, I think you came over. When we finished Queen of the Universe season 1, I rented like a fun room at the Standard
Oh yeah.
for us to all hang in.
Wait a minute. I know
God.
we have to go soon. Do you remember when we finished season 2 of Queen of the Universe and we all thought Mel B left?
Oh my God.
Do you remember this?
And we were blasting Spice
were
Girls.
blasting Wannabe.
But
We
we looked out the window and she had been camped out on the front.
But we thought she
stoop.
left hours ago.
She'd just been on the stoop for
I
hours.
think she was just hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
So all the PAs who work so hard the whole season, this is like their final day off after
Yes.
they've been dealing with these, schizophrenic international drag queens.
Well, and we like raided craft services for what was left over for
took the wine.
for a rap party.
Yeah, we had a little informal rap party in like the queen dressing room or something.
Yes.
So, and then I had my phone. I was just playing songs from my phone, and I played Wannabe because I was like, she's gone. Surely she's gone. She walks upstairs in the middle of Wannabe.
Yeah.
Do you remember? It was like a record scratch. It was like The Office.
It did
We
feel
all
like
were
that.
like,
She walked in, kicked open the door, started lip syncing.
started lip syncing. So
In our
here's a
faces.
story from A to. It was such a relief because I thought she was going to have us executed.
No, she loved it, and it was such a special moment. I think I have it on video, and then also Anna, one of the vocal coaches, was like doing an Irish jig during it
Yeah,
or something, and like it
I
was
know.
chaos in the best way. It was so fun.
Well, I remember asking her about Wannabe. I was like, "Is it weird that song is still?" And she said, "No, it's just like Baby Shark." She was like, "It's kind of like Baby Shark. It's in your head. It's annoying." And I was like, "It is kind of like Baby Shark," which is a great compliment to Baby Shark.
She adored you.
I really love her. Shout out to Mel B.
Yeah.
Shout out to Queen of the Universe. Shout out to World of Wonder and Raymond.
Yes.
And shout out to you for all your offerings.
This is so nice. This
To the
is so
gays.
fun.
Can the people follow you? Can they date you? Let them know how to find you.
DM me. Just DM me. Yeah. I'm not. I'm trying to gain access to my TikTok. We're going back and forth on emails. I can't get any of the questions right, the security questions. So follow me there, but not yet. And then Instagram, I've got access to that.
Why is RuPaul better at TikTok than you are?
I gave up when they were like, they asked me all these personal questions and I got them all wrong, I guess. And I was like, and they were like, sorry, these are wrong. And I was like, well, then I guess I don't know.
You on one of your marijuana hikes,
literally
trying to answer questions.
They're
to
like,
get in
where
your
are
own
you from? And I'm like, the moon. And then they're like, that's wrong. So
you're on the side of a mountain. I don't know where I am.
Yeah. So I'll get back into my TikTok eventually. But also, I'm like setting a new algorithm of all these people that are just buying French chateaus and restoring them. And it's all gay couples and they're going to go through all their savings. But I do want to do that at some point, go through all my savings by buying a chateau that I don't know how to restore. So that's my algorithm right now. So I'm happy to have this new TikTok account until I gain access
Wait, you have
to
a
my
new
old
one now? Because you couldn't get in the old one.
And it's just like letters and numbers.
You guys, I don't know. I know I've said how brilliant Leland is, but also not that bright. So I don't know. Thank you so much for coming down here.
Of course. Love you.
Oh, do you have a message of healing for Katya?
Take your time because I'm loving this. Yeah.
Don't come back, ho.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.